Hello dears, and welcome back to Benidorm by Anna YouTube channel. It's me Anna with you here, and today we are on the loveliest beach in Albir, right next to the natural park, and at the end of it there is this sunny Benidorm full of skyscrapers of a lot of different experiences and opportunities during your holidays. And we're here today to let you know the latest news update. It's already more than 30 degrees and it's 10 in the morning, so obviously we are in a shade, and today we expect really high temperatures, which we'll talk about slightly later in the video as usually. First of all, let's talk about the situation in Benidorm in terms of tourism. What is going on? Obviously, needless to say that it's peak season. Second week of July and all the entire August months are peak seasons for our country in terms of tourism. So it's when not only international tourists but also locals, around 80% of all Spanish here do take holidays at the end of July and August month. So this is when you'll see Benidorm most crowded ever. This is when you will see a lot of places that are full, queues everywhere in the theme parks, in the water parks. Everywhere is going to be a lot of people. And you were able to see it already in yesterday's video where we showed you the Poniente beach and how extremely busy it was looking like first thing in the morning. If you did not check that video just yet, we will link it for you here down below in the comment or in the description box. And you will also be able to see it at the end of the video right here on the screen somewhere here in the corner. Since there's a lot of people coming, Benidorm, as usually, as every summer they do, are putting different markets. Some of them might be crafts market, other might be souvenirs one, and in general, like a lot of different options, so that tourists, those who are visiting Benidorm, both Spanish and non-Spanish, would be able to enjoy it and maybe buy some nice gifts for themselves or for their loved ones and relatives. And there's gonna be three different markets apart from a typical Sundays market or Wednesdays market that we have in Benidorm town, situated right next to the Hotel Pueblo in Benidorm. There's going to be other ones. First one is the summer market, situated right at the Dove Park. We've seen it yesterday. I've showed you a tiny bit. There's some like small brand new design houses there, and a lot of them, if they're not open right now, will be opening up in the next couple of days. And the good thing is that there's a lot of things to do for children as well. There are ecologic attractions that are not being run by any kind of fuel. They're not being run by any kind of batteries. There's a person who is manually making everything so that this attraction would run smoothly, which is very nice. For these attractions you would need to pay, however it's not a big amount, but it's something that it reminds us of the past days and of history, which is really nice. There's a lot of crafts and handmade things there, as well as jewelry, accessories, etc. Even some typical food. So it's gonna be really nice without a doubt to visit it fully once it's fully open and functioning. Then there's another one, which is a night market. The night market is opening only in the evening time up until like 1 midnight, which is why it's called a night market. And it's situated on the Plaza Señoría, which is this one right here. You can see it on the map. And this square basically is where this is only crafts and street artists. You will be able to have a portrait of yourself, any kind of drawing. You will be able to grab some nice souvenirs that are handmade from leather, maybe your name on a grain of rice if you want to do it, engravings, etc. All this will be available for you guys. And the other one is really close to it. It's the Castle Market, which is situated slightly higher up, right by the church at the famous viewpoint in the old town of Benidorm. So there are three different markets that you will be able to explore. Let's hope that this time there's not going to be any Chinese things, like typical things that you can get in a bazaar, but something more elaborated, something more typical for people to bring it with them. Maybe something from ceramics, something hand painted, tiling, souvenirs, everything that would usually attract tourists when they're coming to the area and searching for some nice gifts to purchase. The next news that I wanted to share with you all comes from Benidorm town. And Benidorm opened up its first Starbucks. It's something unbelievable. Starbucks is so worldwide famous already, and it was strange that Benidorm didn't have one. We do have Popeyes, we do have KFC, we do have McDonald's, we do have Burger King, but Starbucks was not one of them. So right now, this opening, which was, by the way, on the 7th of July, so just a couple of days ago, has cost kilometric queues on the triangular square right next to the famous techno hit, right next to Madeira Central Hotel, which is this one right there. It caused huge queues. Why? Because they were promising for the first 100 clients of theirs, which is very, very typical to do right now for a brand new establishment, they give free things for the first 100 customers. Marketing touch, if you wish, like marketing strategy, you know. So for first 100 ones, they were giving out a tote bag. I hope I'm saying it right, which is called, it's written in Spanish, tote bag, with the logo of Starbucks plus the skyline of Benidorm on the back, which is 100% personalized for Benidorm. And obviously, they were giving reusable cups from Starbucks and a free coffee. So probably that's why there were so many people there. And a lot of them were willing to stand this queue on the heat with extreme humidity, like 60%, even right now in summer, just to see how Starbucks is like, how the first ever Starbucks is like in Benidorm. We will definitely visit it. No worries, guys. We will visit it just for you, as we will show you some brand new businesses. We will take maybe some coffee. I don't drink coffee, so probably it's going to be like a decaf or something, with some pumps, you know, some syrups, something nice with it, or maybe like a refresher. And then we will try it out and see how the service was, what the prices are in general, how it looks like, and if it's worth visiting or not. However, I'm quite sure a lot of you coffee lovers will be definitely visiting, not even once or twice during your holidays. Confess here in the comments. They already have quite a few shops in Valencian community and in Spain in general. In Valencian community, it's more than 10 already. And first one is welcome to Benidorm town. Each time there's more and more franchises, international ones that are coming to Benidorm that are directly competing with the businesses that have been there, traditional businesses that have been there for decades and various decades, that have started all this tourism, that have seen Benidorm grow. But these franchises are emerging into Benidorm non-stop. And very soon it's going to be really, really difficult to compete. So a lot of traditional businesses might be in a small trouble. Let us know what you think in the comments. If people will switch to these international brands because they know them well, and stop going so much to small traditional places that didn't change their design for decades. You know, they're not so nice, so fancy. Or on contrary, people will still be going to the good old bar, cafeteria, or restaurant that they remember and that they've been visiting since their first time here in Benidorm town. And the last news before we head out to the weather forecast is also from Benidorm town. Surprise, surprise. We love Benidorm, don't we? And this is the giant, humongous macro project. Another one that is hitting Benidorm, but this one I absolutely love what they are willing and planning to do. This is a micro project, which is a green micro project for the Benidorm town, and it's already landed in the city. It already has been approved, and it will have the vast majority of money coming from the European Union because it's a green renovation project, and the other around 800,000, slightly less than a million, will be coming from the municipal arcs, from the town hall money. This project, what it will do, it's going to be increasing the amount of green trees, plants, and everything that can give a natural shade, clean up the air, and make us slightly closer, bring us slightly closer to the nature. Also, they'll be creating micro parks, which are like small parks in a lot of different areas of Benidorm town. A green circle, which will communicate all the biggest park areas in Benidorm, which are quite a few, and they will be connected with some green area more, so that people will be able to do some more sports out there, and they would be able to reach one part or the other without the necessity of being on extreme sunshine, such as we have today, by the way. Also, there's going to be natural coverage on the top of the buildings, which I suppose they refer to green terraces or green rooftops. Maybe there's going to be some even fruit, vegetables, fruit trees growing out there. We don't really know. Maybe some spices like thyme, rosemary, etc. However, what we do know is that it's going to be green rooftop terrace to provide some additional shade as well, to cool down slightly more and to make sure that the air stays fresh and good quality here in the area. Apart from that, there's going to be a huge area for the water preservation. There's going to be water recycling unit as well, that for all the fountains, for all the water that is being used, like to clean up the feed on the beach, etc., it would all be cleaned and reused back again, so that we would not have a shortage of water in the future. And obviously it's all being done due to seeing that the temperatures are getting more extreme here in the area every single year. It's way more dry than it used to be. It's not raining when it should be. You've seen it this year with us. And temperatures are getting way more extreme than they used to be. So in order to provide us still the same good quality life here and quality holidays for tourists, Benidorm is changing. It's adapting its model. And also, one of the things is one of my favorite ones. I personally love the design. I know some people might not, but it's this one right here, which are dunes in Benidorm. These ones, I love how it looks like. I mean, that's my personal opinion. I like the beige, like the sandy colors. I like that the promenade will be wider probably, and as per the picture that they've been sending of the design official one, it's going to be way wider, and it's going to be like of sandy neutral colors, light colors, so that it wouldn't attract the sun so much and wouldn't heat up so much. And from it, there's going to be like platforms going to the beach. There's going to be a lot of plants, like very nice natural design on the beach that would preserve the sand area, would preserve a lot of the areas here of the coast. And it's also very nice and pleasing to see. Let us know what you do think about this last design idea. If you like these dunes, if you like the design, or if on contrary you feel that it's not something that the area is needing and it's going to make things worse on the beach and people not willing to come here. I personally feel that in the future, a lot of the areas will go back to the more natural state in order to preserve it, because not all changes are for the good, especially in as concerning of the nature of the beach. You know, a lot of the areas are suffering. So if we return it to slightly more natural state, we might be winning long term. Let us know what you think here in the comments. Apart from that, there's going to be around 15 brand new building works and changes in Benidorm town. 15, apart from all of those that we have right now. And this Benidorm will become twice as green as it is right now, which is absolutely incredible. I'm thrilled and anxious to see how it's going to be looking like. A lot of people might feel that, okay, it's going to take a long time. It's like a future project for 2030, 40, 50. Nope, it's not the case. Actually, this project must be completed fully in less than 2 years. Up until 31st of December of 2025. That's the last day when this project should be already finished over and given ready to the municipal hall, to the town hall of Benidorm. Maybe they will go a couple of months over the time, as it usually happens here in Spain, but at least this is the official date of the project. First days of 2026, we will be able to see a brand new Benidorm, full of green trees, full of natural shade, full of green areas to relax and enjoy, and it's going to be even more quality destination than it already is right now. And now let's talk about the weather, because I'm literally being cooked like an egg here on the beach. This is what it's looking like right now. Zero clouds, as you can see in the sky. And a lot of people are coming for the first line of the beach already. Just look at this. More and more people are arriving. Today, we are in the heat wave alert in around 11 areas here in Spain. So it's almost, well, more than half of them at least. There's going to be heat wave at least up until Wednesday, Thursday this week, and maybe even more. It's going to be sunny without any kind of clouds at all here in the area, although north parts of Spain might be raining just a tiny bit, as it usually is, but not here in Benidorm, not even close to our Valencian community. Here, we have temperatures that are rising up today. Surprise, surprise, 34 to 35 degrees. However, it's not the worst thing. In Alicante, for example, it's going to be 37, 38 today. And South Spain will have 43, and the real feel will be around 45, 46. So we are quite lucky to have what we have. The water temperature right now is rising up non-stop, and it's already 27.1 degrees today. Thank you all for accompanying us on today's latest Benidorm news update. We hope you're enjoying your holidays. If you are on one of, or if you're about to go on them, enjoy, relax, and have a lot of positive and nice memories. And we'll see each other tomorrow in a new video here on the channel. Bye, teas.